Hi guys, Andy here. Now, I've only had my Pixel 2 XL for like 2 days perhaps, but I thought ahead and I contacted the good people at dbrand and they sent me a couple of skins to try. So that's what the plan is for this video. Well, I'll probably just be trying one of them obviously. We'll see how well it fits. I do actually really like how it feels in the hand naked. But I do worry a bit about things like the glass back there, and just there is some talk about the coating over the metal body kind of can scratch. So, because I don't use cases, I know a lot of people think that's crazy. I kind of think, well, putting a case on it is crazy. It's a beautiful phone. Why wrap it in like? I mean, generally it's quite horrible looking plastic or rubber. It just changes the feel of the phone so much. I just don't want to do it, and I've only dropped touch wood. Really one phone ever I've had to sort of had a problem with. Well, no, tell a lie, two, but only one where it actually cost me and I've had to replace a screen and stuff like that. So anyway, we're going to put some protection on it. Let's get on with it, I suppose. So all you're really going to need is a hairdryer, and actually some tweezers are quite handy for the fiddly bits. Let's go ahead and open up the package. I think we've got everything. So dbrand were very good. They sent me quite a lot of stuff, including some microfiber, some dbrand microfiber cloths, and kind of 3 different coloured backs. All the different coloured sort of squares there are for making up the Google logo in the back of the device. That's the fiddly bit you're going to want the tweezers for. And then we've got some glass protection, coloured black, which you might want just on its own, just to protect the glass. Blue, we've got some blue backs. These ones are these sort of more complete, doing the edges, whereas this one will just cover the back rather than the sides, and then that's the front. Got some white ones as well, and some yellow ones. So, knowing me, that I said I picked the Panda version because it's slightly garish. Obviously, I'm going to install the yellow. First things first, let's give it a bit of a clean. Now, this isn't an instructional video, so I would say go to dbrand.com and check out how to, because look, you can see you don't want to be following me and how to install it, but they do have some very good instructional videos which explain very well how to install the skin, and this is one of the techniques that they say to use. Stick on the one end, cover the middle while you stick the bottom end down, and then pull out the backing, and then you can go ahead and stick the rest down. Here's where the hairdryer comes in. Now, I'm still convinced my Pixel XL that the camera rattles more than it should because I put too much heat on it. I could be totally wrong because I've seen lots of others since that rattle as well, but since then I only used it on the first setting rather than the highest setting for this skin, and I didn't hold it on for too long. But you need a bit of the heat to kind of make it a bit more malleable, is that the right word? And maybe to warm the glue a little bit, and then you press it in quite firmly with the microfiber cloth. You're even almost sort of buffing, and again it warms it a bit when you're rubbing intensely like that. And actually that seems to have fitted really well. It's always the corners that I have problems with. Sometimes they kind of fold up a little bit, but these seem to have gone on actually nice and smooth. So now it's the glass protection, which you might think is a bit, well, why are you putting the glass protection over the top of the protection already? But again, as I said in my unboxing video, it's sort of the branding, isn't it? That little glass window at the top is the Pixel's branding. So I kind of want to sort of keep that design, really. Now, don't worry too much if you get it wrong. You can just peel off. Be careful not to pull, in this instance, obviously, the yellow from underneath. I think I've got it lined up a bit better. So again, I'm going to apply some heat just to get it all sort of malleable and get it curved around the edges and the corners again. And it's not too bad a job. There's a little bit of yellow you can see underneath there. I'm a little surprised that both the backs were full sized. I think I had asked for, wanted the glass, but actually this is how they do it. If you want the glass, you put it over the top of the back. So then this is where we need the tweezers. They do suggest you start with the blue and you sort of work your way around, which is what I was doing. And I thought, do I want the yellow bit? Because the rest of the back is yellow. How about the silver? So I thought, well, let's skip the yellow. Let's see what it looks like with the silver shining through instead. And I thought, no, I'll put the yellow in. It looks a little bit weird. So you can do it in the wrong order. It's kind of worked. The yellow seemed a little bit short. Maybe I've used the small. They do come in different sizes. You get about sort of, I don't know, 9 different red elements and yellow elements on each thing. 3 in 3 different sizes, I think. So I maybe should have tried a different size. But anyway, then we moved on to the front. Now I actually did have to, you can probably tell because the middle piece sort of coming away slightly. I did have to put it down once. I had to pick it back up again when I realised it wasn't really straight. And that could be why I had a few issues with the front. It just didn't seem to want to stick to the glass, or possibly because it's just that small, the actual edge that's going to stick down there is quite thin, and it's trying to stick to a curved bit of the glass as well. But then it's stuck on the back, which is curved as well without too much trouble. So maybe it's the glass, or maybe it's just because I was sticking it the second time. But again, that's normally not an issue. But as you can see, it's kind of a little fray. So tick out the middle, and all seems to be okay. So obviously, still with the white edges, I could have gone with the more complete yellow back. That is harder to fit, and that's why I always seem to get problems with the corners. The little red bit managed to come off, so I was moving it around on my felt. So I thought, well, actually, let's get a bit of heat on there. Let's give it a bit of a rub. Let's make sure they're sort of almost bonded to the device. And a bit of a rub, and that seemed to be okay. Again, that yellow not quite the right size, but all in all, not too bad, I would say. So I might take the front bit off because that hasn't stuck down as well. But as we boot up, we can see that it seems to be a nice fit. The back, I think that looks good. That's quite nice. Obviously, there's quite a few different color choices on the dbrand website that you can go and choose from. You've seen the 3 that I had: white, blue, and the yellow. But go and take a look, pick out the colors that you would want, or like wood or metals or things like that. So there we go. Not a perfect fit. I'm not sure I ever have from any skin got a perfect fit, though. I think that's more about me than the skin. The front seems to be the bigger issue, the fitting or the sticking to the glass. Maybe I'd take the front off and I'd just go with the rear protection, which is kind of what I'm really. It's when I sort of almost toss my phone onto a table and slide along, and I don't want the glass particularly to scratch or damage. But as has been commented or has been seen in, what's his name, Jerry Rig, everything, where he's scraping away at the back of the phone. You know, you don't want to, even Google has said, I think it could have colour rub off onto it from your denim jeans or something like that. So a bit of protection around it, probably not a bad idea. So there you go, check out dbrand.com. They do skins for pretty much any phone you might have, I think. A lot of different phones. Check them out. Shipping was very, very quick. It only took 2 or 3 days since they said they were going to send me for it to turn up through my front door. So there you go, dbrand.com. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm sure there'll be some people wanting to have a moan about the colour. But for now, my name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon. You made it all the way to the end. Well done. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do subscribe by clicking the little fella over on this side of the screen. You might also want to check out the other videos. Should be just there. Check out my website as well, androidandy.uk, made by me. I'm learning HTML and PHP, so hopefully it's functional. But I'll see you again in the next video.